That means everybody is employed. Is that because otherwise how do they pay?
The government in their anti-poverty program, the government has a program to make sure everyone has a job.
So everybody has got employment, right? And then they will work within that. Will they work a scheme within that?
Yes.
Within what the affordability, the
Correct. That is the part where the West keep on saying the communist socialist system, no human rights.
Yeah, well, they can say what they want,
But that is how the communist system works.
everybody has a home, everybody has something to eat, is it?
Yes,
The basic lah.
that's the basic.
太人，我来坐这么小的车。
It's okay.
OK，我来跟你看来我以后买车要买很大很大很大那种。
This say she can take for you.
No, it's okay. You know.
So the workforce, they do not have homes yet,
Yeah.
but the government already put out a plan for them to own home, each and every one of them.
At the invitation of Sanya Local Government for Commerce and Industry, Yayasan Pillar Malaysia and team visited Sanya, Zhuhai, Haikou and Guangzhou. There, we talked to industry people, government officers and the president of Import-Export in Hainan, Madam Chen Feng, and Miss Amy Lee, who is a director of education in Hainan. While many countries in the world are burdened by high unemployment and poverty levels of 25% or more, the Chinese leaders told us there is almost no poverty and almost no unemployment in China. It appears the Chinese government has drawn up workable policies and realistic programs that suit every strata of society. Local government and private entities are provided with their stated policies and objectives to encourage them to work within the communities with various incentives that China government provide for them. Incentives like affordable taxes, subsidies, and flexible grants are well received, and a great number of China citizens are pretty well looked after. Not 100% convinced by what we were told by the two ladies and industry people we talked to, Yayasan Pillar team went out some nights to survey generally how the common people live and work. One of Yayasan Pillar team members reported that they were walking around and thought maybe, just maybe, they might come across beggars and drunkards plying the streets in marketplaces, but what they found was only one who was alone and lying on a straw mat near the market in Guangzhou. There were no beggars and no poor people sleeping out in the streets we commonly see in the streets of United States or some Western countries. The begging scenes I saw in the streets of Beijing 10 years ago were not found in Guangzhou or Sanya. In 1978 to 1992, Deng Xiaoping was plagued with the arduous task of too big a population to manage well, and the majority of them living in rural and urban areas, and they were mostly poor. To get one decent meal a day was a challenge many families face every day. Deng started the revolution wanting to get rid of extreme poverty for every citizen in China. This was a tiny, charismatic man, somewhat a dictator with a great consuming mind, a genius considering the highest level of education he achieved was an elementary school education. From 1978, the Chinese economy barely functioned because of Mao Zedong's disastrous economic policies. Then, years later, came young man Deng Xiaoping. He guided China from a starving nation to an almost world-class country in one generation. Deng said, "We must be bold to implement reforms and open up policies. Be courageous and continue to forge forward and not look back." Deng was a revolutionary leader by Mao Zedong's side, but Deng was a very different leader. He was pragmatic and strong. Chairman Mao had his little red book, but it was Deng who turned the pages. Deng understood that filial obedience and harmonious relation within families and China's progress could work well in a modern society. Deng said again, "A new era will soon open in which talented people from China will come to the fore in great numbers like a galaxy of brilliant stars." More, Deng said, if we were to unburden the economic baggage of the rural and urban poor population, we have to give them the opportunity to make money. Deng created many millionaires from poor villages and billionaires from small urban and new businesses. Deng also wanted to create a meritocracy. He wanted civil servants to be always updated with knowledge, competitive. Thus, civil servant exam became necessary as one of his prime goals during his reign. We were told at each and every civil service exam, the room would be pressure packed. The interviews were designed to make participants think on their feet. Yayasan Pillar's next video 39, will cover some other aspect of China's remarkable growth and China's relationship with the rest of the world and with Sarawak in particular.